Hi guys, for today's DIY video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this studded table, and it was actually very simple to make and really affordable. This is going to be one of many furniture DIYs that I have planned for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. If you would like to see how to make this studded side table, then just keep on watching. The first thing you're going to need is this decorative nail head trim. I chose the color antique gold, but it comes in several different finishes, different silvers and golds. You're going to need 2 of these lac tables from IKEA, and they are really affordable. They're under $15. If you don't have an IKEA, any 4-legged table like this would work, but keep in mind you're going to need 2 of the tables. You're going to need a strong glue because you're going to be gluing the tables together. So I went with industrial adhesive, but anything that is strong enough to hold wood together will work for this. You're going to need some type of pliers or a wrench, some type of tool in order to put the table together. And then you're also going to need a hammer, and if you're younger, you might want to ask for some help with this. The tables do come with instructions, but I'm just showing you here kind of how you put it together. It comes with a double-ended screw, and you just have to screw half of it into the table. And once you've gotten half of it screwed into the table, you're going to take the bottom of the leg, and you're just going to place it on top and screw the leg into the table, and you repeat this process for all 4 of the table legs. Once you're all done with the assembly of the first table, you can just go ahead and flip it over, and this is what your finished first table will look like. So now you're just going to take the top of the second table. You don't have to put anything together, and we're going to be using this as the base for our new table. And you're just going to take your glue, you're going to add it to all 4 corners of this top of the table, and make sure you have enough because you're going to be sticking together presswood, so it really does need to stick to the top. So take the table that you just put together and place it evenly on top of this table, and you're just going to kind of push down a little bit to make sure it's secure, and then just let it dry for a few hours. Once the table's all dry, I recommend waiting until you're just about to add the nail studs to remove this protective sticker from the tables. It will just prevent any scratches from occurring on the table while you're still putting it together. And you're taking your decorative nail trim, and you're just going to kind of hold it up to where you want the decorative nail trim to be and just kind of measure it out with your finger. And then this part's really simple. You just bend the trim back and forth, and eventually it just breaks apart. It's super simple. I found that flipping the table over on its side makes it easier to work with, so I just took my nail strip that I already measured out, and I taped it down. That way it's easier to nail in the nails with the hammer. So you're just going to take your hammer and add the nails in. There's about 1 nail every 4 or 5 studs to add to the table, so you're just going to repeat this process until you've hammered in all the nails on your first strip for the table. Once you've repeated that same process for all 4 sides of the table, I decided that I wanted to go in and add another additional outline of the nail studs on the front of the table. Now this is completely optional. You can do basically any type of design that you want with the nail strips. I just thought it looked better with the double rows, so that's just basically what I'm doing here. The process basically is the same for all 4 sides of the table. So again, you're just going to measure out the piece, break it, and then you're going to tape it down, and then you're going to take your hammer and add the nail studs. It's really pretty simple. You're just repeating the same process over and over on each side of the table. Once you're done adding the studded trim to the front of the table, it's basically up to your personal preference if you'd like to make this design on all 4 sides of the table. I found it to be a bit excessive, so I just turned to the side of the table and I added 1 small strip to each side of the table in case someone looks at it from a side angle. It still looks like the design continues. Now, using the same process, just go ahead and add those 2 final strips of nail studs, and you are all done. Here's what your finished table will look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to do more videos like this. If you decide to make this table, I would love to see it. Make sure to tweet me a picture or tag me on Instagram at Laguna Beach Love. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!